Taurus. This March coming up, this energy feels quiet on the surface, but internally something significant has shifted. And what's interesting is that other people are beginning to respond to you differently, even if you haven't consciously changed anything outwardly. It's almost like someone's perception of you has moved. You may notice conversations feeling slightly off, expectations changing, or situations unfolding in ways you didn't anticipate. And the strange part is you didn't force this change. Something inside you is settling, something matured. And when inner alignment happens, the external world reorganizes itself around you. And this reading feels very much like realizing that a situation or even a person was never exactly what you thought it was. Not in a dramatic betrayal sense, but in a moment of clarity. Like adjusting your vision and suddenly seeing details that were always there. Some of you are recognizing that you've outgrown a role that once carried comfortably for you, while others are seeing truth emerge in career paths, relationships, or long-standing family dynamics. And the outcome here looks different than anticipated. It's not worse, it's just more honest. Welcome back to Hermit in the Woods Tarot. I am Matt. If you're new here, welcome to this small cabin in the woods that somehow keeps reaching the exact souls who need guidance at the right moment. If you could, go ahead and like the video, subscribe if you feel called, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I always love seeing how far this little space travels. You're also welcome to leave questions or topics you would like explored in future readings. Many of these sessions grow directly from conversations we have with you. And as always, this is general guidance. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Your judgment, your lived experience, your intuition always comes first. This channel isn't about fantasy escape or predicting fixed outcomes. It's about truth-seeking, reflection, growth, and understanding the deeper psychological and spiritual movements shaping your life. So Taurus, let's look at what energy is gathering around you now. Today I'm working with the House of the Dragon Tarot deck, and we're using what I call the Iron Throne spread. It's a 5-card spread, and then I pull a spirit message, and then 2 clarifying cards at the end. And the Iron Throne represents power, positioning, decisions, and destiny. Not destiny as something predetermined, but destiny as the result of choices made when truth becomes unavoidable. This reading focuses on Taurus energy. So let's get into it. Let's get one more shuffle. And then if you could for me, tap that deck on your TV screen. Yeah, there we go. Get your energy on there. Alright, let's pull some cards. First card I pulled is the 3 of Dragons. Next we have the High Priestess in reverse. Next we have the 9 of Blades, and that is in reverse as well. What does Taurus have us for coming month? And this is the first week, but also blending into the end of the March. This is pretty much a March reading, but it's what's coming up. And we got the Nine of Crowns. One more card, and then we'll pull that Spirit Message card. And we have the Star, but it is in reverse. Alright, let's see what we got for a Spirit Message. And we pulled the Seven of Blades. Alright. So, right now I can already tell that this reading is for Taurus energy. The theme, it's like the outcome looks different than anticipated. A truth surfaces, something overlooked becomes important, and a situation is revealing itself to be something other than what it first appeared. But let's step into the spread. So, the first card we pulled, and this is the steps. And right away, Taurus, you already know what this reading is about. The Three of Dragons carries completion energy, not sudden endings, natural endings. This feels like slowly realizing you no longer fit somewhere you once belonged. This could be a workplace dynamic, a friendship circle, even an identity you built years ago. There's warmth here, soft pink, light green energy, compassions mixed with growth. You're not angry, you're simply done evolving in that environment. Some of you may be preparing for a promotion, maybe relocating, graduation's around the corner, so this is probably going to take up a lot of your time. Others, it might be a lifestyle shift, maybe emotionally closing a chapter in love where effort stopped feeling reciprocal. And you didn't fail something, you just finished it. And the High Priestess in reverse, this is showing that your instincts were right. Before conversations happened and before proof appeared, you sensed something beneath the surface. And the High Priestess speaks of awareness arriving before change. And the silver energy here is intuition, reflection, quiet knowing. You may have felt someone withdrawing emotionally or sensed that a career opportunity held hidden conditions. And instead of reacting, Taurus, you more like watched. And that restraint becomes important now. In relationships, this suggests that emotional truths are surfacing gently rather than explosively. Someone may reveal feelings or reveal limitations, and part of you already knew that. Next, we move into the Nine of Blades, and this is reversed. This is relief after mental strain. You've been carrying worry longer than necessary. The reverse Nine of Blades often appears when anxiety dissolves once the truth becomes visible. The fear was worse than the reality. And the The dark bluish and silver tones here are stress transforming into action. And you might realize that a feared conflict that never arrived, or maybe a financial concern stabilizes, a relationship uncertainty finally clarifies. You stop imagining worst case scenarios, and interestingly, clarity reduces suffering more than victory ever could. With the Nine of Crowns, this is showing us that we see independence emerging. This is personal success, emotional or financial. It might come from trusting your own judgment. Career-wise, Taurus energy here suggests recognition and opportunity connected to self-reliance. Some may move toward entrepreneurship, leadership, or maybe you're redefining your work boundaries. In love, this isn't loneliness, it's self-sufficiency, attracting healthier dynamics. And the orange color here, orange energy returns, and that's representing renewal. But you begin choosing relationships that complement your peace rather than test it. Next we get into the star. And here there's a lot of light green and again that orange energy that's flowing in there. And this is the heart of the reading. The star represents alignment after disillusionment. It's hope, but it's grounded hope. And you're not dreaming anymore, you're rebuilding consciously. Some of you are healing from disappointment that quietly reshaped your standards. Family dynamics may soften. Emotional wounds begin integrating rather than dominating your life. This card often appears when someone finally allows themselves to believe life can improve. And it's not magically, it's just steadily. You're defining decisions now, and that's real authenticity. So then with our spirit message, we have the Seven of Blades. And spiritually, this card is asking for discernment, and not everyone around you understands your transformation yet. Someone may still operate from old expectations of you, and this isn't deception as much as misalignment. You're learning when transparency serves you and when privacy protects your growth. Your evolution doesn't require explanation. So for Taurus, the astrological and energy, throughout 2026, planetary movement is emphasizing internal restructuring. The earth signs are being asked to redefine security, not just financially, but emotionally. And as the seasonal energy shifts from winter to the spring activation, you're moving from reflection into visible change. And Venus influences highlight relationship reevaluation, and what feels nourishing feels draining. The Saturn type energy encourages maturity, choosing long-term stability over temporary comfort. Emotionally, you may notice cycles of nostalgia followed by clarity, and that's normal. You're releasing attachment to versions of life that once felt safe. Cosmic energy isn't pushing you forward aggressively, it's inviting steady, intentional movement, and that's very Taurus type of energy. And there once was a gardener living deep in the woods who planted an apple tree beside his cabin. And for years, the tree grew slowly, and too slowly, the neighbors said. Some seasons it bore little fruit, others suggested replacing it with something faster growing. But the gardener waited, and one winter storm came, harsh winds snapping many younger trees nearby, and when spring finally arrived, only a few remained standing, and that apple tree did survive. Its roots had grown deeper than anyone realized, and that year it produced fruit for the first time in abundance. And the gardener understood something then, that growth unseen is still growth. There's a verse in Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. And they remind us that timing reveals purpose. And for Taurus, your roots have been deepening quietly, and now the results are beginning to appear. So let's pull some clarifying cards now and see where this month is headed. Alright, and if you could, one more time, tap that deck of cards, get your energy on the screen, and it will flow into this reading. Alright, there we go. Let's pull some cards for two clarifying cards for Taurus. And the first card dropped out was Five of Blades. Next card we picked up is the Five of Dragons. Wow, look at that. And the Five of Blades, this confirms a recent internal or external conflict. It's a realization that winning an argument or proving a point wouldn't actually bring peace. You may step away from unnecessary struggles, and part of you already knew this wasn't worth your energy. The Five of Dragons reversed is resolution. It's recovery after instability. And financial worries tend to ease with this being reversed. Emotional competition is going to fade. Relationships are stabilizing. Or you might release ones that built on comparison or insecurity. Your intuition has been trying to confirm this. You sense this shift before evidence appeared. And you're not imagining what you felt. Your instincts were guiding you correctly. But moving forward, the outcome isn't a dramatic triumph. It's a calm stability. And honestly, that's the victory Taurus has been seeking. So, Taurus, this reading speaks of quiet transformation. It's a truth emerging, a chapter closing naturally, a future forming differently than expected, but more aligned with one who you've become. You are not losing direction, you are refining it. And I guess the thing I want you to remember going forward through the month of March is that empowerment comes from choice. You always retain agency in how these energies are manifesting. And with that, thank you for spending time here at Hermit in the Woods Tarot with me. If this reading resonated, please like, subscribe, and share where you're watching from. And let me know in the comments what spoke to you the most. If you could, and this reading resonated with you, say I own this reading. I truly appreciate the support that allows this small cabin in the woods to keep reaching people who need reflection and guidance. And until next time, move slowly when truth appears. Let understanding arrive before reaction. And trust the wisdom that grows in quiet places. Again, take care, Taurus.